وَإِلَى أَبْصَارِهِمْ غِشَاوَةٌ وَلَهُمْ عَذَابٌ عَظِيمٌ. Allah put those, whether you warn them or you do not warn them, they now will not believe. Why? Because خَتَمَ اللَّهُ عَلَىٰ قُلُوبِهِمْ. Allah sealed their heart. Then Allah sealed their ears and their eyes also, and there is a veil on their eyes. They cannot see. For them will be the greatest punishment. And the similar verse now, verse number 18, Surah Al-Baqarah. Summun bukmun umyun fahum la yarji'un. They are deaf, dumb and blind. They will not return to the right way. They are misguided. Deaf means they cannot speak the truth. The dumb means they cannot hear the truth. Deaf means that they cannot hear the truth. Dumb means they cannot talk the truth. And they are blind. They cannot see the truth. It's not the eyes become blind. The heart, which is inside the chest, become blind. فَهُمْ لَا يَرْجِعُونَ. They will not return to the right way. And that is the worst kind of people. Allah said the worst kind of creature are those who are deaf, dumb and blind. Don't be a deaf. Listen the truth. Listen the Quran. Don't be a dumb. Ask the question. I didn't understand. Please explain me. Explain about Allah, about Quran, about Hadith, about prophets, about evidence, about the proofs. Talk about it. Because in Islam there is no blind deal, no blind belief. We have a belief with evidence. Everything is evident. Everything is with evidence. So don't be dumb. Don't be deaf. Hear the truth. Ask the question. And don't be blind. See the truth. See the heavens and the earth. Even to ourselves, look at our brain. Our brain contains 100 billion neurons. 100 billion electric currents, electric points, and they are connected to the body. 24 hours our body is giving the signals to the brain, and brain understand. Like when we see someone, the signal from our eyes goes to the brain, that who you are seeing. But sometimes you become crazy, then you see somebody and you think he's a president. And you think he's somebody else. Because your mind is not working proper, so you cannot see properly. You cannot hear properly, you cannot act properly, you cannot perform properly anything, because your brain is, electric in your brain is changed. Sometimes you cannot talk properly when you have a problem with your wiring going to your body, to your brain, with 100 billion connections. Khana hai wo gabar. Not yet. Our heart is like our size of our fist. Sit down. Our heart is like our fist. And that heart is supplying 2,000 gallons of blood in whole body. Pumping. Where you get the current, our body produces the current. Okay. I can tell Ahmed to come here. You can get. Our body produces a current. We have 100 trillion cells in our body. And every cell needs 1.3 volt of current. Every cell needs 1.3 volt of current. You need 1.3 trillion. 130 trillion watts of current in your body needs. So every cell needs 1.3 volt of current. And you have 100 trillion cells in your body. And this heart is supplying the blood, including the oxygen, to 100 trillion cells. That's what I'm talking about, only human body. Our eyes, our nose, our air is all perfect creation of Allah. The universe, the big universe, the size of the universe, the diameter 93 billion light years. The circumference 146 billion light years. How big is it? Allah said the Jannah, the paradise, the width of the paradise is the width of the universe. Samawati wal ard. Samawati wal ard means universe. The width of the paradise is the size. The size of the universe is the width. What about the length of paradise? The width of the paradise is universe. How big is the universe? 146 billion light years. And there's only one sky. The Prophet said there are 7 sky, one above. And every sky, every next sky is bigger than the first sky. It's a giant creation of Allah. And the biggest creation of Allah is Arsh. And Allah controls all the creation through Arsh. And Arsh is the Lohe Mahfuz, the hard disk. And that hard disk is have all the programming for all the creation. For the universe, for human, for animals, for plants, for sea, water, wind, everything is calculated by Allah. Qadar, Allah said everything is calculated. So not to be deaf, not to be dumb, and not to be blind. Read the Quran, listen the Quran, see the creation of Allah. Today we were reading Surah Al-Imran, the end of the Surah Al-Imran. Alladhina yadhkuruna Allah qiyaman wa qu'udan wa ala junubihim. Those who are remembering Allah is standing, sitting down and lying down on their sides. وَيَتَفَكَّرُونَ فِي خَلْقِ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ. And they are thinking in the creation of heavens and the earth. How Allah created these stars and the planet. In our universe, 300 billion galaxies. And in every galaxy, more than 300 billion stars. And there are stars who are millions of times bigger than Earth. There are stars billions of millions of times bigger than Earth. And how many of those stars? In each galaxy, 300 billion stars. And there are more than 300 billion galaxies. You cannot imagine. Even to count the stars, we need the millions of years. It's how big Allah. That's the Prophet Muhammad said. The last person, after in the hellfire, his punishment could be millions of years when he will go out and he will go to paradise. His paradise will be 10 times bigger than this earth. Prophet said that. And now we can prove it. We know the scientifically how big is the creation. So 10 times Jannah bigger than the earth is nothing. Because there are stars millions of times bigger than earth. And how many of those stars? In every galaxy, 300 billion stars, and there are 300 billion galaxies. So just multiply 300 billion multiplied by 300 billion. No computer can do this. 300 billion stars, and every galaxy, 300 billion stars. And there are 300 billion galaxies. So 300 billion multiplied by 300 billion, you cannot compute anymore. Your computer will be exploded. So not to be deaf, dumb and blind, but see the truth, hear the truth, and think about the truth. So Allah said, those who are remembering Allah, saying La ilaha illallah, Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, reading the Quran, standing, sitting down and lying down on their side, وَيَتَفَكَّرُونَ فِي خَلْقِ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ. They are thinking about the creation of heaven and the earth, the skies and the earth, and they say, رَبَّنَا مَا خَلَقْتَ هَذَا بَاطِلًا. Our Lord, you did not create all this for nothing, but for purpose. You did not, because Allah is not creating anything without purpose. And so we are commanded not to do things without purpose. Always go with a purpose, and our purpose of our life to please Allah. Our center of life is Allah. I want to do everything for Allah. I want to live for Allah. I want to die for Allah. My prayer for Allah, my sacrifice for Allah, my wealth for Allah, my family for Allah, my living for Allah, my dying for Allah. My wife, my children, my brothers, sisters, all are for the sake of Allah. All of us, we want to please Allah. That Allah will please with us, save us from hellfire, save us from anger, be happy with us, Allah, and enter us in Jannah to Firdaus in next life, forever, ever, and also give us good in this world, and good in the hereafter. And they say, Subhanaka, faqina adab an-nar. So glorified to you, you are free from imperfection, that you create something without purpose. So you create everything with purpose. Faqina adab an-nar, so save us from the punishment of fire. This is verse number 18. And then again Allah is example giving here. أو كصيب من السماء فيه ظلمات ورعد وبرق يجعلون أصابعهم في آذانهم من الصواعق حذر الموت والله محيط بالكافرين. Or that example is like the rain from the sky. In it there is a darkness, because when the rain comes there is darkness. Warad, and in it there is a thunder, the noise, thunder. Or bark, and there is also the lightning. Bark is lightning, the electric. The Prophet ﷺ, when he went to the sky from Makkah to Jerusalem in the bark, Burak is made of light. So what he was traveling with? Light. There's something light he was traveling. And before the traveling, he has a heart surgery for preparation, washed with Zamzam water. Ordinary example is the rain from the sky. In it there is a darkness and thunder and the lightning. Yajaluna asabiahum. They put their fingers in their ear. Who are this kafir, disbeliever? They put their finger in. I call azan, I don't put my fingers in the air. I don't know why people do this. Because here is the disbeliever, they put the finger in their ear because of the noise of the thunder. So why we need to put the finger when we call Allahu Akbar? We want to hear Allahu Akbar. I don't want to close my ears with Allahu Akbar. Why? Because the disbeliever, they put the fingers in the air. I don't like to listen the word of Allah. So why need to do this Allahu Akbar when you close your ears? You should believe it. Let Allahu Akbar go in your ears. I don't have any evidence that we should put the finger while calling azan. So call azan, don't put your finger. Because Allah said here, the people who are fear with the dead and the fear with the thunder, they put their finger in their ears. يَجْعَلُونَ أَصَابِعَهُمْ فِي آذَانِهِمْ مِنَ الصَّوَاعِقِ حَذَرَ الْمَوْتِ. They put their fingers in their ears because of the fear, and maut, because of the death, that this thunder is going to destroy them. This lightning is going to destroy them. And then they will cause a death upon them. Wallahu muhitum bil kafirin, and Allah is ever encompassing the disbelievers. Yakadul barqu yaqtafu absarahum. It is near that lightning can take away their eyes. Kullama adaa lahum mashaw fihi. So whenever there is a lightning upon them, they walk therein. Wa idha azlama, and when it becomes darkness, qamu, they stand up. Walau sha'a Allahu la dhahaba bi sam'ihim wa absarihim, inna Allah ala kulli shay'in qadir. And if Allah will take away their hearing and their seeing. Inna Allah ala kulli shay'in qadir. Surely Allah has power over everything. He can do anything. He can destroy us or bless us. So may Allah bless us and may Allah save us from anger and enter to us in Jannah, in next life forever. Amen. So now